as I got deeper into waste management, I started reading up about it, and I realized that Mumbai city alone sends almost 8 to 9,000 tons of waste to the dumping ground every single day. And that got me thinking in terms of, okay, the solution is straightforward. Solution is about segregation of your waste at source, composting your food waste, recycling your plastic waste. So conceptually, it's not very difficult, but still it doesn't happen. And so much amount of waste goes to the dumping ground. We spend a lot of money in waste management as a municipal corporation, as a city. At the same time, what we get back is just pollution, is air, water and soil pollution. So it just didn't add up. So that somewhere at the back of my mind, I thought it was a large enough problem for me to work on. The vision for the NGO is to have a waste-free city. If I look at Mumbai, by waste-free, I don't mean that we are not generating any waste at all. What it means is that whatever waste is being generated is segregated properly, it is going to the right destination, it is causing as little harm as possible. That's really the vision for the organization, not just Mumbai, the entire country for that matter should become ideally waste-free. Our immediate mission is twofold. One is we are working in the city of Mumbai, of course, where our immediate target is to work on one ward of Mumbai and convert that into a waste-free ward. And then if we are able to create some kind of a model, then we can go ahead and replicate that in the rest of the city. So our immediate target is one ward in the city. When it comes to the other aspect where we are working on rural waste management, same issues apply there. Rural geographies are generating a lot of waste these days, especially plastic waste. And unlike the cities, there is hardly any infrastructure for waste collection and disposal. As a result, most of the residents just land up littering or burning their waste, and it's causing huge amount of pollution in all of the villages, most of the villages rather, in the country. So we have already started working in one district of Maharashtra, which is Raigad district. We are covering almost half of the district now. We are working in more than 400 villages, where we not just ask the villagers to segregate their waste, but also pick it up on a regular basis from there so that it doesn't get littered or it doesn't get burnt in the village. So our vision for the rural geographies is that there should be no village in the country that should be burning their waste. And our immediate mission is to work on one district and try and make it plastic free, so that that becomes a model which can be then replicated across the country. Mumbai city alone sends over 9,500 tons of mixed waste to the dumping ground every single day. The problem is threefold. We are focused largely on collecting the waste and sending it to the dumping ground. There is no segregation at source in most of the cases. As a result, mixed waste goes to the dumping ground, and once it goes there, it causes huge amount of pollution. So food waste, when it goes to the dumping ground, it sends off methane, which is a highly dangerous gas in terms of climate change itself. And so methane emissions is one big challenge. Along with that, huge amount of plastic and other waste goes to the dumping ground. Dumping grounds catch fire on and off, and so air pollution is a byproduct of that. So a significant part of air pollution today is because of garbage burning. So from the dumping ground, there's a lot of leaching of various chemicals that happens, which pollutes our groundwater, our soil, and so on. So at the end of the day, what people should be concerned about is their actions are impacting their health. And it's not an easy connection to make, right? People, when they are disposing waste at home, they really don't know where it is going and how it is causing them harm. The connection is not very simple to make, but it's time that people dig a little deeper and say, okay, what is the impact of my action? It is not just it's not that they are just spending a lot of money on this, but they are getting bad health in return. Okay, so this is the sooner people realize this, I think the faster we'll be able to arrive at certain solutions, and we need to do that at a city level. It can start at a community or an individual level, but all of this has to happen very quickly at a city level. In Mumbai, we have identified one ward, and it started with our collaboration with the BMC, because they realized that a lot of waste is going to the dumping ground because it is not segregated. So it was critical to connect with the residents, explain to them the concept of segregation and why they should be segregating their waste and not mixing it and sending it to the dumping ground. The good part was when we approached the residents and told them about our entire plan, not just about segregation, but how the segregated waste was going to get collected and processed, they were quite enthusiastic. So that's a big learning for us, that if we set up the right system, end-to-end system, then people are willing to do their bit. And that's what we are doing now. The entire ward has a population of close to 8 lakhs. We have now started approaching various societies, in fact, slums as well. And there are a lot of commercial organizations there. So we are interacting with them, understanding the profile of the waste they generate, and what kind of infrastructure is needed to not just collect but also process the waste correctly. So our outreach program has now reached more than 100 societies already, and people have started segregating their waste. We also have deployed a separate dry waste collection vehicle. So when people see that when they are segregating their waste and it is going to the right destination, they feel good about it. So our collection vehicle only collects dry waste and sends it to a dry waste center for further recycling. So this is how we plan to expand the project, cover more and more um, housing societies, low income communities, and commercial establishments, and step by step reduce the amount of waste that is going to the dumping ground. And that's really our key objective. That ward itself sends close to 200 tons per day to the dump. If you are able to save it even by 10, 20, 30%, I think that will be a good start. And then we can try and eliminate more and more amount of waste going to the dump, and potentially replicate this in other wards as well. Rural waste is a big issue, and a lot of people don't realize that. And the reason for that is rural consumer goods industry is in fact bigger than urban, as per a 2024 report. And a lot of plastic is entering rural households in the form of food products, personal products, and so on. Unfortunately, there are no systems of waste collection and disposal in most of the villages in the country. As a result, people land up burning or littering their waste. In fact, a lot of villagers use plastic to start their chulha. They use it to start the fire in the chulha, and they feel they are solving two problems. Oh, I don't have kerosene, so this is a good source of fuel, and I'm also getting rid of the plastic. But they don't realize the kind of impact it's having on their own health. It can cause all kinds of issues related to the heart, to the lungs, even cancer. So we realized that this is a big issue. Maybe it's a time bomb we are sitting on, and we should do something about it. So back in 2019, we started a small pilot project in Raigad district in collaboration with Swades Foundation. All we asked the residents to do is segregate their dry waste, which includes plastic, paper, cardboard, glass, and so on. And these villagers segregate their waste at home and aggregate it at the village level. And what we do is we have two vehicles. We have created various route plans in the district. So every day our vehicle goes to about 12 to 14 villages, collects the dry waste that these villagers have painstakingly segregated and stored, and we bring it to our material recovery facility, which is in a place called Mandgaon. And we further segregate the waste into various types like paper, plastic, glass, and so on, and send it for responsible recycling. So what this achieves is it gives the villagers an option to now dispose their waste properly. They don't have to litter it in their village or burn it in their chulas.